You may have noticed egg prices increasing and maybe finding no eggs at all at the store. Right now, bird flu is causing a shortage in eggs. Speaking on bird flu is Dr. Tim Boring with the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. Dr. Boring, what is your department seeing this time of year with bird flu?
Well, we've certainly seen an uptick in cases on a commercial front here the last few weeks. So since the middle of December, we've been working with producers responding to 6 commercial poultry impacts here in Michigan. And certainly we've seen the seasonal response to bird flu here recently, but that comes in the context of a broader national response as well. So since the 1st of November, there have been around 90 commercial operations that have been impacted by this, around 17 million birds. So certainly that what we're seeing here in Michigan is reflected on a national scale of currently an uptick in confirmed cases.
When it comes to backyard flock, we recently had 2 confirmed cases in commercial poultry farms in Ottawa County. So what are those effective biosecurity measures that will really enhance the safety of those backyard flock?
The same responses that we work with commercial producers to effect on a daily basis are completely applicable in a backyard environment as well. This is a disease that continues to be spread by wild birds. So on a backyard operation here, making sure you're segregating out your domestic poultry from any wild bird exposure, making sure you don't have feed sources or water that are shared by those 2 populations. And for folks that are working with the birds, wash your hands, disinfecting equipment, making sure you watch your birds for abnormal behavior. It's those sorts of basic things that are going to put people in a safe position.
Having that awareness, taking those simple steps, like you said, washing your hands, making sure you're not contaminating even those water bowls. So even separating that is key to limiting the spread. What are the symptoms that people can look out for in their backyard flock if they were infected by bird flu, and how can they report those cases?
Keep an eye out for birds that might be off a feed, that aren't eating normally, that aren't drinking water like they normally would. That might be just exhibiting kind of some abnormal behavior. And folks that monitor their birds every day are going to be aware of these sorts of things. If something seems off, check out our website. We've got a lot of resources of how you would work with and respond to potential cases here. Contact a veterinarian. If you see wild birds that might have some of these same sort of symptoms, Michigan Department of Natural Resources has a lot of resources to investigate cases within that context as well.
So if you notice something, say something.
Absolutely. I think it's really important to note, too, that our response here in Michigan is predicated on preserving human health. So we're working closely with state and local federal agencies, both on the animal side of this and the public health side of this.
That's reassuring as well. I know there is concerns of this spreading beyond, so limiting that to the backyard flock and hopefully getting rid of that is what the goal is here. Dr. Boring, thank you so much for joining us on Mid-Michigan Matters.
Thank you.
And tomorrow on News 10 at 5, Taylor